You don't need to worry about time. You don't need to worry about anything else but reaching your objectives. Don't overthink about how your body looks. I don't give a shit about that. Just worry about getting your hands and feet on your opponent. Top player, don't let them. Just keep trying to move around their body, in between or outside their knees. Okay, so there's a few things I want to get across in this class. I do not give a shit about belt rank. I would prefer if you're a white belt or blue belt who submits black belts on a daily basis in any country you're in. The belt does not matter that much to me. It's the skill that matters most.
What does it take to get a black belt in jiu-jitsu?
Very little. Just show up, pay your fees. Don't set your goals low, okay? Don't even ask yourself that question. No one cares if you got a black belt, okay? The only thing that counts is the skills you have. I know plenty of black belts that suck.
On a side note, we got a BJJ theory course. It's completely free. If you're interested, it's only 1 hour long, so you can binge it in like 3 days. We go over all the situations: guarded, passing, pins, submissions, and objectives for wrestling. So if you're interested, go to my link, go to my bio and click on that link because you'll get the free course there, or simply comment the word theory in the comments below and I'll just send you the link. So in today's class, I'm going to show you techniques you will use as inspiration. I don't care if I tell you to grab a hand like this or you grab a hand like this. It doesn't matter to me as long as you reach your objectives. Your objectives are more important than anything else. Any YouTube video you watch, if you're an MMA guy and you watch Abdul Manap, if you're a Jiu-Jitsu guy and you watch Gordon Ryan, all those techniques they show you are going to revolve around certain objectives. That's a win, Colin. That's a win. That's a win. Our first game is going to start off. It's going to be your warm-up game. I don't need you to go hard, but I need you to give some resistance. Top player's objective is always going to be to get a foot in between their opponent's knees or around their opponent's knees. Bottom player's objective is going to be to try to put their hands and feet on their opponent in some way. And if they can get 3 points of contact or more and hold it for 3 seconds, they win this game. The reason why you're playing this game is because anything you watch on YouTube or any kind of course you watch involves the top player being able to keep the bottom player on their back. And usually people are always moving outside or in between their opponent's knees. When you can do that, you can slow their movements down and keep them on their back. Bottom players is always trying to get their feet and hands on their opponent to keep them away, make them post hands, put them on their butt. In order to get people to post hands, in order to put people on their butt, you need at least 3 points of contact. Minute and a half to work, minute and a half to work. If Nick only has 2, he can't really do much. He can only keep me away. The minute he puts a third on, it becomes way easier to get me to post hands or put me on my ass. All you did for the last 2 minutes was break connections and make connections. It's boring as shit. It's probably the most boring thing in the world. But if you're a wrestler, you notice wrestlers, they hand fight a lot. Why? Because hands and feet are dangerous. If you're an MMA guy and you watch Ilia Topuria throw jabs, he's never letting the other guy touch him. And in jiu-jitsu, if Nick grabs my hand, man, if somebody's bad, okay, let them grab their hand. But if you're going against Nixon, Arlan, Jora, Nick, me, we're going to break the grip immediately. If you can't make proper connections on us, we're going to beat you because good people all understand we need to win this battle. He's the bottom player. He wants to make a crap ton of connections on me, so I can't do anything. If I am fast, super fast, and I'm athletic and I can do flips like this guy, if you can't slow him down, you can't win. So you have to be able to make and maintain connections or break connections for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Show me any world championship match. That's exactly what happens. It's super boring stuff. So guys, just remember, if you're interested in our BJJ theory course, it's completely free. It's an hour long, so you can binge it in like 3 days. If you're interested, comment the word theory on this video, or just simply click the link under like the video bio, and you'll get a link to the actual course. 2, 1, play! Second game, top player. You're now gonna start in between your opponent's knees. You're gonna start with 2 hands on their hands. Like this, like this, like this. I don't care. Your objective is going to be to try to stay on top and hold the bottom player down. If you can hold somebody here in MMA for 2 or 3 minutes, you're just smashing them in their face. If you're in jiu-jitsu now, and you can hold the bottom player here for 2 or 3 minutes. Stay up, stay off your knees, Gil, stay on your feet, yeah. Stay on your feet, Gil, stay on your feet. Bottom player is gonna get tired, and it's gonna be very easy to start passing the guard and pinning them down and scoring your points. There's 3 rules for this game. Number 1, you can never drop to your knees. If you're the top player and you drop to your knees, you reset. That's against the rules. Number 2, you can never get chest to chest. Bottom player's objective is going to be to free their hands. Free one hand if you can't free both. If you can free both, free both. But if you can't free both, free one. After you free one hand, your job's going to be to try to get the top player to post hands on the mat or put them to their ass. You're good, you're good. Oh, what's your name? Luca. Luca, look, this guy, he grabbing both of your feet. Don't let him grab both feet. Now, I'm going to give you examples of what that could look like. It could look like this, where you collect both feet and you put them on their butt. It could look like this if you're more flexible. You get behind their knee. Look at his knee. I get behind his knee and I make him post. When you see him get behind your knee, fucking push his face into the ground. Don't be nice. It could look like this, where you get your back off the mat and you try to make them post this way. Or advanced players. That means you. There's a third winning condition. Beginners, post hands, put them on their butt. Advanced players, your third way to win is to remove the grips and try to wrestle back up and stand up with the leg. Now we're gonna play a third game. You guys just did 2 minutes of that each. Now you're gonna do 3 minutes. Every time you increase a minute in a match, focused on something for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes at a time, trying to fight these small battles, whether in MMA, wrestling, or jiu-jitsu, is very, very difficult, and your cardio gets attacked. That's why we have to play these small games, and that's why we have to increase our time limit. So now you're gonna play a game starting from this connected situation. This is what we call De La Hiva. Your objective as the bottom player is, once again, now it's going to be for everybody, not just advanced players, but for beginning players. You have 4 ways to win this game. The first way is to get the top player to post hands on the mat. 2 minutes to work. 1 minute has passed. Bro, come this way. Help me move this guy. He's not training no more. Sit and relax. Have to work, minute and a half to work. The second way is to figure out how to put them on their butt. I don't care if you switch your feet. You just start in this situation. The third winning condition is to get your back off the mat and wrestle back up with the leg. And the fourth winning condition, and this is for mostly MMA athletes, this will, as a grappler in jiu-jitsu, This will help you under the ADCC rule set. The fourth winning condition is literally disengage and get back to a standing position. In MMA, and that's for all of you on this wall, you don't want to play jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work. So 4 ways to win. Post hands on the mat, put them to their ass, stand back up with the leg, or just stand up and completely disengage. Reset it. I prefer that. I prefer that, Kai. I prefer that. Push his face, Kai. Push his face. Push his face. Stay off your knees, Kai. Stay off your knees. I'm going to show you a very specific way that I like to play from this situation. You don't have to use it. I'm showing you this as inspiration if you want to try it on your own. So what I usually like to do first is get my back off the mat because I don't like playing bottom, and I get behind my opponent's knee. When I get behind my opponent's knee, you notice there's a bend in his knee. When there's a bend in the knee, it's much harder for him to move. If Nick tries to move away, I can just follow him. And from here, what I like to do is usually either collect the second foot and put him on his hands, or completely stand up with the leg. But if you notice, I'm still behind the knee. Even when you're wrestling, I'm behind the knee. If I want a heel hook, leg lock, I'm behind the knee, because putting a bend in the knee allows you to slow them down. Top player's objective is going to be to try to stay on top once again and hold the bottom player down. Your objective is never going to change, because especially from this situation, his hand is so fucking dangerous that he can sweep me at any time he wants. He can make me post at any time he wants. Remove the hand. If he puts the hand back on, remove the hand. If he puts the hand back on, remove the hand. Then try to remove the feet and go back to trying to keep the bottom player flat. He should never get off his back, and you have to be able to do that for 3 minutes. Strip connection, stay on top. Bottom player, 4 ways to win. Wrestle back up, stand up, disengage like in MMA, post hands on the mat, put them to their ass. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Let's go, you're bored. Okay, that's jujitsu. Jujitsu's boring. The hard work is boring. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Okay, no water break yet. All right, I want you all to split up into groups of 3. Groups of 3, same weight. Now you're going to do a competition round. You have 3 people in your group. One person's going to start on their back. The other person's going to start standing. You can drop to your knees. First person to score, first person to submit, winner stays in the whole time. Until the winner gets knocked out, they stay in. Then you just stay in. Then you just keep going. But I doubt that's going to happen. What? Everybody got it? 3, 2, 1, play. Don't let him take top on you. All right, that's points. That's points. Nice work. Get some water. Get some water. Get some water if you need. If I'm teaching you as an MMA guy and I'm teaching jiu-jitsu guys, you both need to know how to stay on top. But a jiu-jitsu guy stays on top to keep them tired. MMA guy stays on top to smash them in their face. You're going to play a seated guard positional round, game, whatever you want to call it. My job when I'm in the seated guard is I don't want somebody to put me on my back. Why? Remember, once again, if you're going against people who suck, okay, go on your back. Not a big deal. If you're going against Jora, Nixon, Arlon, any of these talented kids, talented guys, if they put you on your back, that's a problem. If Marab puts you on your back, that's a problem. If Ilya Torpura puts you on your back, that's a problem. So we're going to assume everybody is good like them, and we're going to play it like this. You start in the seated guard. You have one way to win this game. Your job is going to be to keep your back off the mat and try to get behind one of your opponent's knees or both of your opponent's knees. If you get behind one of their knees or both of their knees, you win this game. Getting behind the knee, you can wrestle up. You can enter into leg locks. You can make them post hands. You can put them on their ass. Before you learn how to take the top position, you have to learn to close distance. If Nick puts his hands in front of me, I'm going to remove his hands, try to get behind the knee, try to get behind both knees. If he puts his hands on me, I'm going to remove the hands and try to get behind the knee. That's how you win this game. Top player's job. Now, you're going to try to put the bottom player on their back. If I put him on his back, Nick's going to fight like hell to get his back off the mat. He's not going to just let me put him on his back. He can do this. He can take his hands and strip my grips off and try to get his back off the mat. He can literally put his feet on me like an MMA guy, kick me away, and get his back off the mat. I'm going to give you 4 different ways to put the bottom player on their back. First way is you fight both of their feet. You pick their feet up, you put them on their back. Second way is shoulders. Push them on their back. And if this is a tournament, I would recommend just you push the face. It's jiu-jitsu. It's not supposed to be nice. If your friends, let's say it's like me and Luca, I almost pushed them off the balcony before when we were playing because we're playing to win. I'm not kidding with you when I say this though. I almost pushed him off the balcony.
I was there.
He was there. Now, third way, you can push the shoulders and push the feet. You can even try to smack the head forward and then push them on their back like this. You can even do something like this. If they connect your hands, spin them on their back. Top player, put them on their back. After you put them on their back, I want you to try to get in front of their knees. You can do a flip the way Gabby likes. Doing a flip, this type of shit. This is called getting in front of your opponent's knees. You're in front of their knees and you're trying to get chest to chest. You can split their knees, right? I'm splitting his knees and I'm getting in front and I'm trying to get chest to chest. No body locks, no split squat. You're staying up on your feet and you're trying to get in front of the knees, get chest to chest. Bottom player behind one knee or behind both knees. You get there, you win. 3, 2, 1, play, 2 minutes. One minute. This is jiu-jitsu, shit happens. And time, switch top and bottom. I want to give him this pressure. Colty, don't concede, bro, don't concede. Minute and a half. All right, we're going to go to our next game. Now we're going to start shin on shin. Why? Once again, my opponent isn't seated open. If he wants to wrestle up or enter leg locks, he has to get behind my knee. And probably get to this shin on shin. So now we're going to play from here. Top person's objective. Your job is going to be to put the bottom player on their back and stay on top and hold them down. This time, you're allowed to drop to your knees. You are not allowed to pass guard. If you pass the guard and get chest to chest, like in the last game, you lose. You got to be able to stay on top and hold them down. Once again, MMA guys, we just smashed their face. Jiu-jitsu guys at a very high level, we stay on top and hold them down for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. They get tired. They get fatigued. What it could look like is you pick their foot up and you put them on their back. It could look like you push into their face and you keep trying to free this connection with their foot and free your knee and go back to putting them on their back. Maybe you get an underhook and you're allowed to drop to your knees and you flatten them out. Maybe you do like this guy, Joseph Chen, and you get a near side underhook and you flatten them out. Getting them to their back and holding them there for as long as you can or until the time runs out. Bottom player's objective. You have 4 ways, once again, to win this game. The first way is wrestle back up, right? Post hands, wrestle back up. Second way, get underneath your opponent and you get your feet on them. If you get here, you win. The third way is you collect the second foot and you put them on their ass. And the fourth way is you completely disengage and you get back to a standing situation. If you're an MMA guy and your whole thing is to wrestle back up, for this round, you are not allowed to wrestle back up. That means you have to try to enter into the legs, or you have to try to put them on their ass. Anybody who's a wrestler in this room or MMA guy, you're not allowed to wrestle back up. Everybody else can. Luca, you have to wrestle up. You're not allowed to enter into legs. Well, everybody knows you're good at wrestling up, Muhammad. You have to learn to play off your back, enter into legs. Time. Switch top and bottom. Switch top and bottom. What can I do? I'm tired. How can I win? Block those out and focus on your task at hand. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Better, much better. And time. Top player has to get chest to chest, north, south, side control, mount. That's how you win. Hold it for 5 seconds. Or if you get chest to back with both of your hooks inside, hold it for 5 seconds and you win. You're scoring points now. MMA guys, do whatever you want to do now. Luca, do whatever you want. You have no extra constraints. Bottom player, same thing. Post hands, stand back up with the leg, kick away, wrestle back up, or put them on their ass. Play, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. That's a win. That's a win, bro. Fisio, that's a win. That's a win. Reset that. Yes, Kai. Try to stay entangled. Try to get behind his knee, Kai. Behind his knee. Behind his knee. Yeah. Make Gabby work. Gabby likes to spin and do all this shit. Make him work. That's a win. That's a win. Only one hand. Good. Very good. Nice. That was perfect. Oh, reset that, Bryson. Wait. Reset that. Don't just fucking walk into his guard. Don't make Lasha work. Make this guy work. Hey, switch top to bottom. Switch top to bottom. Kick him away, Zuka. Kick him away. Good. 5 seconds. Hold him down 5 seconds. Now that one's a win. This one's a fucking win. This one's a win. At this point, you see how they're fucking around right now? When people start fucking around in class like this means they're losing focus. Now, as a coach, I have to gauge, do I continue to push them hard or do I slow them down a bit? But I'm probably going to continue to push them hard because the level of this room, or the age of this room is 25 years or less. And if you're 19 years old, 22 years old, or 21 years old, there's no such thing in my mind as tired. You work. If you're a 30-year-old, 35, you have kids, hobbyist, training a long time, we can stop right now. All right, let's go. 3, groups of 3, groups of 3. This time, one person's going to start seated, one person's going to start standing, and you're going to play until until you get a submission or you score 2 points. You're going to have groups of 3. Winner always is going to start in the seated open guard. Somebody needs to go with Gabby. Somebody advanced or strong or big. Go with Gabby. Go with Gabby. Well, he's just going to maintain top position because he's a wrestler, but punish him for it. Punish him for it. Actually, wait. Hold up. I'm going to make this. Luca, you're over there. Koti, you're over here. Okay, this is good. Let's play. 3, 2, 1, go! One and a half. 30 seconds. And time. All right, get water, everybody circle up. Get water, everybody circle up. That was the end of this class. We played today the seated versus the standing situation. Now, I gave you some constraints for the top player, like you can never drop to your knees, can't body lock pass, blah, 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 blah. The reason why I gave this to you is because most of you in this room right now are about 85 kilos and less. At lower weight classes, when you're competing, after you put the bottom player on your back, if you just try to go into a body lock, if you just try to go into like this type of split squat passing where your knees are on the ground, good guard players at 66 kilos, 77 kilos, 82 kilos, you're probably never going to pass their guard. That's why you focused on staying on top and holding the bottom player down without dropping to your knees, because you're going to have to use loose passing to tire them out. And then you can start dropping to your knees and going into your body lock passing. At heavyweight classes, 100 kilos, 100 plus kilos, typically they suck at guard. So it's easy just to body lock and pass their guard. When we're passing the guard, it's like a ladder. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders, hands. If I fight Nick's feet, that's level 1. I get to his knees. I do this. I do this. He's probably going to put his hands on me. I cannot get close. He puts his foot on me. I remove his foot again. I remove his hands. And then I try to get to the shoulders. So for you beginning players who don't know this, segmentation. We fight feet. That means you two. It doesn't matter if he puts his feet back on. Just keep fighting the feet. If you can't pass guard, okay, get good at fighting feet. Then you can get good at splitting the knees, going over the knees, flipping over the knees like Gabby does, making the knees kiss, and playing like a MMA guy does. But before you can get good at fighting the knees, you got to get good at fighting the feet. I don't do lineups. We're going to end the class with just a clap. 3, 2, 1. Yo, you give me the movement, shin on shin, shin on shin. Yeah. So usually you like do this, and then you do this, and then you get here. That's you, right? When you get here, get the overhook. On MMA guys, what I want you to try to do is if I can pick my opponent off the ground from here, you can put them just on the mat and smash the shit out of them. When you're here, if you want, and I suck them in and I pick them off the ground, I can even just hit him in the face from here, hit him in the face from here, and then try to take the back. You try it. Him resistance. Little bit. Sota, 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 sota. Easy. Yeah. It's like Habib plus Conor McGregor. Both.
Ask you about pressing guard because I do it only from half guard, I think, and
Can I borrow? Yo, Mohammed, let me borrow you. You're my okay now. Okay, show me on him. So now you have to get in front of the knees. I recommend for you just playing around with making the knees kiss. So making the knees kiss without my arms would look like this. Not like MMA, you can smash, but in Jiu-Jitsu, now you can start to try to pass chest to chest. Or at a more beginner level, we can try to use our arms to make the knees kiss. I'm gonna play from here with him just a little bit. You're gonna start here. One hand on the knee. Always get your head to his shoulder, and just keep your hand on the knee the whole time. Always keep your hand on the knee. Keep trying to get to your shoulder. If he pushes you away with his hand, I don't care. Get back to his shoulder, and just try to stay on top. Mohammed, try to do something. Just keep head to the shoulder. No, hand on the knee. Hand on the knee. Never leave the hand off the knee. Now just stay on top. Head to the shoulder, hand to the knee. Head to the shoulder, hand to the knee. It's okay. You know how long you've been training? 5 months, 6 months? Bro, it's gonna take you a while. I would just keep focusing on just staying on top. Like, look, I'll give you 2 steps. First objective, get to this position every time you roll and focus on keeping your hand on the knee and getting your head to the shoulder. If Muhammad pushes me away, I remove the hand. And I go back to the knee. Get good at staying on top.
hand on me and to my
Head to the shoulder, always to the shoulder. Then, when you get good at that, then you can start playing around with when your head is on the shoulder, head on the knee, making the knees kiss. And then you can focus on passing. So objective 1, keep them flat, hand on the knee, head on the shoulder. Objective 2, try to make their knees kiss after you get good at objective 1. But if you don't get good at objective 1, you will never get good at objective 2. I promise you that. Stay on your feet and hold them down. The same thing. What are you doing in body lock? Connecting your hands, dropping to your knees, and holding them flat on their back. Oh yeah, because you don't fucking train it, and this of course it's gonna be hard with him. Like Muhammad, you don't train it. It's like saying, like at least with guard, you acknowledge you don't train it and you're bad at it. But like with the loose passing, you need to train it if you want to get good at it. What? You don't need to be explosive. Let's play like lighter, since your back is hurt and I'm not warm. All right, I'm just gonna try to stay on top, hold you down. No, like supine. This is loose passing. See, am I moving that fast? Bro, I'm slow as shit. I have no athleticism in my body at all. But like, I know my objective. Stay on top, hold you down without dropping to my knees, and then I just tell myself, go left, right, left, right. Like left, right. And I just work this movement with different grips, maybe like left, right on your feet. Then you bring your feet back into me. Left, right here, left, right here, left, right here, left, right like this, left, right like this, left, right like this. Yeah, but like I use different grips. At the beginner level, I would just tell you go right. Like go right, go right, go right. With different grips, go right. And then when you get good at that, go left, go left, go left. And then go right, left, left, right. Yeah. It'll take a while. It's not like just is if you were Arlon or Nixon, these talented stupid fucks. Not exactly. No, not these guys. They learn it so quick. For me, it took me a while. But like once you get used to it, you're like, oh, this is actually not that hard. And probably you'll feel fatigued here first. I usually feel fatigued here, and then I did it more, and my legs got stronger with it. 19, 16, 15. I like this Kiss Squad. Kiss Squad is good. Bro, they should make, you guys should learn from Arlon. You know Arlon? You should learn from this guy. He's like your age too. He could teach you a lot. What? 18. Or learn from Nika. Learn from Nika. I know. He's different level. Hey, y'all. So this is just a little sneak peek of how I would run a guard retention, guard passing class. I have many different variations of this for the guarded situation, as well as wrestling, like submissions, pins, leg locks, everything. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe button.